Hey, I'm back. I finally found the last two coins I was missing, and it was at the beginning here. I completely forgot that you could open this locker in the front, in the first room of this house, in the demo. And then I just didn't think about it in the main game. So I finally figured it out. And what you have to do is when you get to the main house, you find the videotape of the sewer gator guys going into the house. And when you first spawn in on the video, turn straight round, and on the ground there will be a lockpick. You come in, you open this drawer, you finish the rest of the tape, and then when you finish the rest of the tape and come out of it, you go back to the kitchen, and the drawer will be open, and you can just have the antique coin that's in there. Once you've got all of this done and you're in the main game, that's when the rest of the coins are collectible. After you out of the kitchen and you're going through this hatch just over to the left where Jack's trying to hunt you down. Down here sitting on the side of a lawnmower, most people probably noticed it, but if anybody's missed it, just on the lawnmower just here, another antique coin sitting. After that, there's one in the main hall near the front door. You saw I went and took a glimpse at the front door just for you to get your burns. Then you go upstairs and into the recreation room again where the pool table is. And there is an antique coin sitting right next to a Mr. Everywhere statue on a, I don't know what you would call it, like a cabinet. Just right there. Then from there you go to the bathroom and it's sitting in the toilet. And the reason that I ran this all is it's one segment. My Xbox only lets you put 14 segments in when you're trying to upload footage, so I've had to combine some of them together because there's 18 coins to try and make sure I don't get limited on the videos. So I've had to run some of these a lot. That's why it's dark and Jack's not there, because I'm finding these actually all at the same time. I've left it to a point that I could collect them all at once but still show you where to go. This one is just after the projector room. When you go into this like dirty shelved room after where the deer's stuffed, it's sitting there in that ashtray. And the last one inside the house is in the basement. After you do a whole circuit around the outside and open the fence to unlock this door to the right, when you get down here, there is a pallet sitting in front of a square break in the wall that you can just pick up easy enough. The next one is outside. As soon as you get outside the front door, if you go round the stairs to the right, you can see it. I have the X-ray glasses on, which allow me to see these things at distance. It's right there. And the next one is relatively easy to find, but I figured I would show it anyway. Is right here next to the Magnum in the caravan. The next three are in the old house. From the front door you go immediately right and into the chimney that's covered by a nest, and it's down here sitting on a table on the left hand side. The next one after that is sitting on a toilet outside the house. I think you have to have the crank to get this one. Yeah, you have to get the crank first before you can access this one. But when you do access it, it's right next to the crow key. You know what I mean? Sitting on the cistern here. And the last one is you have to have the crow key to get this one because it's up on the second floor near the lantern lock system. And the Mr. Everywhere man that's sitting up there as well. So again, I've done a bit of setup to make sure that I was getting these all at the same time, but I figured as long as I explain it, you should be able to you'll be able to see where you're meant to go from what's happening here, and as long as the locations are right, you know. This one's in the barn when you're dealing with Lucas, and it's the first room at the end of a long hall. and there is actually a thin bomb sitting in the hallway blocking you on it, and then there's 4 TNT in the room, so you just have to be careful about that. And then this is at the end of the barn section with the burnt body, and it's just sitting on a shelf. It's not overly hard to miss. This last one was or this next one is one that actually got me. I didn't think it was in the ventilation system. I kept thinking it was on the floor above, and that was throwing me off. But eventually I got it because of the X-ray goggles. You don't have the X-ray goggles at that point, but I seen it through the floor on later in the mission. And then this one is just before you meet Evie on the staircase, and you jump into the water. It's on the left wall when you jump in. Number 17 is in the room where Mia sent the message to Ethan at the beginning of the game. So it's just off the elevator to the left hand side on the 3rd floor of the ship. You have to have a picklock to open this, so make sure you have one handy or you won't be able to do anything about it. Well, this is the 18th and final antique coin, and it is just inside this locker. You have to use corrosive to open it, so make sure you have one left. It's just before you meet Evie at the end of the game. That's all 18 coins. Thanks for watching, and I hope it helped.